Hey everyone, David back here at the Bros Rebuild today. So today you're going to see me working on the engine. I got it down here. Oh Lord, you can't see it at the moment. But we're going to be taking off the intake, the TGV housings, everything down to the block in the end. We're taking the block of the other engine I have and we're going to use it, but I have to use these heads because my car has AVCs stock and the motor I got doesn't have AVCs. Didn't think about it until I started the project. Ended up having to spend a little more money than I was thinking, but you know what? We figured it out. We'll get it going. So, anyways, like I said, we're going to be taking off the intake, the TGV housings, the heads, the wiring harness, everything. And we're going to be putting the heads and all onto the other engine that's sitting on the stand. Of course, last time you seen us earlier in the video, earlier when we were working on the project, you see us with the timing belt on it already, and the header and all that. Well, come to find out, I didn't think about it. Started doing digging when I was getting ready to put the intake and all on, and I was like, ah, crud. Gotta happen to found out that that's just how it went. Anyways, so we'll be taking the intake and everything off the one motor, and we're going to swap it onto the other one. So we're going to have to take the timing belt back off. I'm hoping there's one bolt that sketched me in that I might have to replace. I'm hoping it doesn't break when it comes out because it kind of sketched me. But we'll see how things go. So yeah, guys, with that being said, we are going to be kind of at a standstill in the interior. Of course, I got everything basically wired in for the stereo and all, but we got to do some interior cleaning now. I got to get tweeters yet for the system. I got speakers to put in the rear doors now, so that's a bonus. But the door panels and all aren't going on until I figure out what I'm doing with the tweeter system yet, so that's another hold up. But we got interior cleaning to be getting on. Basically just got to figure out what I'm going to do about a vacuum. I borrowed a buddy's cleaner shampooer for vehicles, so we should be able to get the interior looking pretty mint again. Was a little dirty just because we've been moving the car, and yeah, I haven't taken the best care of it because it's just been sitting. So I accidentally got a little bit of grease on the steering wheel. There's a sweat stain on the door. A couple things that should come out pretty easy. So we're going to get the interior looking pretty again. Just pretty. And we're going to hopefully be working on the motor. I got the new head gaskets, new head bolts, and all that. We are still waiting on valve cover gaskets. So worst comes to worst, I put on the old valve cover gaskets until I get new ones in before I put the motor in. But it will get new valve cover gaskets before it goes back on the road. I'm really hoping that we can use the timing belt that I bought beforehand, because they're both EJ2Os. But I gotta look, make sure that'll work. Otherwise I'll have to buy another timing belt, and that wasn't a cheap one alone, so I'll be a little mad at myself, but lesson learned. So we're guessing this car's gonna be done soon. Hopefully. We are working on the 7.3 on the side, and of course you're gonna see John working on his Audi on the side, and there's just a bunch of projects going on. Got another buddy that's got a couple projects here that we're going to introduce as well. So yeah, guys, just stay tuned. There's plenty coming.
Dance.
ones. As you've been seeing, I've been working on the car stereo. So I did a little bit of work on the side. I got the control wire ran from here up to there, and I also got the antenna cord that I needed. So that's all set there for the stereo system. We've been working in the rear. I got some different speakers here for the rear that are bigger, fit better. We also put in equalizer boards. With that being said, so we got the speaker wired in here, right here. And then of course you got your tweeter, that'll be right here in the middle, which is this wire laying here. And your control, and then your power in and all. So I use the factory wiring to power into this board, which will work just fine. And then of course I got it wired up to the speaker, and then I'm gonna wire this tweeter. The tweeter I ended up running all the way back through here. Had to pull this impact sensor out, ran it back down through here. Wire runs up behind this panel. And of course, I don't have the pillar in here yet, but it's going to get mounted into the pillar. And that's how it's going to be on both sides. So as this side's pretty well prepped, you guys are going to see me do it to the driver's side yet. That side hasn't been touched with at all yet, so there's a lot of modifications to be done. We're just about done here, so we're going to get the speaker wired up. Once that's wired up, we can get, well, once that's all wired up and ready, then we're done besides putting the door panel on here to make this right. There is some cleaning to be done on the door panels, so that's why they're not going to go back in just yet. I got to shampoo the carpet on them. After that, we're going to have it wired into here. It's going to be done the same on there. The doors are going to get wired in right on the doors where the tweeters are, factory. So we got aftermarket tweeters. We're going to get the stereo in, get the bezel around the stereo at least. Center console's probably going to stay stripped except for the center console lid. I might get that back on today. And hopefully we can get all the pillar work done and be getting cruising on cleaning this interior and getting this interior together. So yeah guys, we got quite a bit of work to do here yet. Just want to give you a rundown where we're at, and keep on watching. so as you've been seeing, I was working on this side. Like I said, I did to the other side. I ran all the wires down, of course. As you can see there, I lost the one screw, so I had to improvise and get a different screw to work in there. But we got that all figured out. So I ended up getting the speaker in off camera. I did some tweeter work off camera as well. I got it figured out where I was mounting it. So as you can see on the passenger side, I finished up everything over there with the tweeter, like I did off camera. So that's where it's gonna sit. It's just above the shoulder here, kind of angled downward, so it'll go past the people and not actually get right in their ear and bother them. With that being said, we're gonna be able to get that pillar in today. We'll get this one finished up. Hopefully we'll get this whole interior cleaned out. We're gonna get the center console back on. And yeah, we might not put on the lower pillars just yet, due to the fact is we wanna clean the carpet. So we might leave all this off as well for a little bit. We're gonna get everything cleaned up here and we're gonna keep on rolling. Just thought I'd show you guys where we're at. Alright guys, so as you seen in the beginning of the video, I was talking about how we were going to work on the Subaru. I'm making the ending before I even start the work for the day, to kind of tell you guys what's going on. So again, here's the Subaru. We're going to try to get the suspension back down here on both sides and everything here together. Get the drive shaft back in. The exhaust won't go in today because I'm still working on getting the turbo, which you can't see right now. It's so dark. We'll try to get all this other shit done, but I'll keep you tuned. Stay tuned. With that being said, let's walk over. So I got in a new project on trade this last weekend. Got rid of my Ranger for this thing. It was a 1997 VW GLX VR6 5-speed. Ran and drove, needed a heated core, a couple other things. My brother leads the light next to the car, the work light. And the work light, it burst into flames according to the fire department. And this is the aftermath. As you can see, my whole fucking car, the fender's gone, the hood's gone, there's a whole intake that's gone, air filter. I mean, I'm gonna be lucky to salvage the block, the transmission, and some of the stuff off the engine. Like, I busted off the whole plastic cover that was here. You get a better look at the top. It's bad. These are brand new headlights. Grill was here, bumper was here, everything was intact. Not an issue. But that little light right there, which is the same as, where's the other one? That one right there on that motor started my car on fire, because it all started right here. Because the work light was sitting right here on the ground and it was just melted. Fire department says that was the cause of the fire. Now I'm out a $2,500 car, I swear to God. So if my day couldn't get any worse, well, it could get way worse in my opinion. Things could be a lot worse because it was right next to my garage. I got lucky that my hood, the hood of the car, kept my garage from going up in flames. And the messed up part about it is I just ordered $300 to $400 worth of parts yesterday that were supposed to be in today for the car that I'm not going to be able to use. I'm going to have to return and get other parts to do other things. So guys, I hope you all having a Merry Christmas, a great New Year's, because I'm going to be praying to the Lord really hard to find a reason not to fucking lose my shit. Thank you all again for watching, liking, and subscribing. Shout out to all my friends out there. Shout out to Cody that's been supporting us on Facebook. Shout out to the Noise Boys that's been supporting us with the Subaru tuning. And shout out to other couple of my buddies, Sam and Kyler from Duluth area, Duluth, Minnesota. Shout out to you guys. You guys have been really great parts to help me getting parts. Have a good one, guys. Stay tuned.